Okay, let's get on to the nitty-gritty of craft subscription boxes. Now, I have experienced 2 other craft subscription boxes which were about $25 each, and I have to admit that the items in there looked a little too familiar because I've seen them at the dollar store. What's up guys, this is Jackie, your Nerdecrafter, and today I want to discuss craft subscription boxes. I get this every month and I get it straight from Sophie and Toffee, so full disclosure, I don't actually pay for this, they send it to me every month. But I want to dive into, is this box actually worth it? Are the items in there worth the value that you're paying as a subscriber for this box? So what I want to do is go through each item. My hair, stop getting in the way. I need a haircut. I know guys, I know some of you are like, your hair is getting in the way and it's annoying me. Well, it's annoying me too. It's annoying me too. So pretty much, I want to actually tell you guys if it's worth your money or not in terms of the items that you get in there. Additionally, I want to actually do a craft from in there. So I'm going to start by doing a craft from one of the items in here. I think I really want to do the Gumball machine. So I think it's pretty cute, so I want to give it a try and take you guys along with me and talk about subscription boxes, and my darn hair is in the way again. Generally, my experience with craft subscription boxes is pretty negative because I always feel the amount I paid is not the item's value on the inside. So that has always been something that I've been pretty annoyed with. And a lot of craft subscription boxes, obviously they want to make money, but if you feel like they're making more money than you are getting enjoyment out of the box, that is a scam. And I've had quite a few of those. One of the things I really enjoy about the Sophie and Toffee box, not sponsored, is that I actually do get good value. And I'm going to talk about that and what to look out for in craft subscription boxes. So make sure you stay tuned for that right after this project. The reason I was cleaning the bottles with an alcohol wipe is because the plain pressure from the delivery made it so that there was just a little bit of residue resin. Let's say that 5 times fast, right on the outside. The little bottle was quite difficult to pull out. It was almost like milking a cow, but the bigger bottle was more than fine. Now, they didn't give any colorant in this box, but you can use paint. Yes, acrylic paint. Some people are probably screeching and being, don't use paint. And the answer is you can use paint because it will not interfere as long as you're using a couple of drops, not a heap of it. For the smaller pieces, I decided to use UV resin instead of 2-part resin, which it's because I'm just lazy, alright? That's why. While I'm trying to show you the UV resin bottle, I totally dunked my finger inside the resin. Learning moment. Never use water to clean resin. Use alcohol wipes or rubbing alcohol in a Q-tip to get it off of anything. Otherwise, it's just going to get stickier. Once your mold is filled up, all you gotta do is wait because resin is not a craft for impatient people. Unless you're using UV resin, then it cures faster unless you don't have a UV light. Too many exceptions. Just wait. Okay, so when I was checking on this at night, the resin kind of pulled back and then there was like this bald spot up here. So I had to mix a new batch of resin and put it right on the top here in the back. So it's cured, and the best part is we get to unmold it. UV resin can harden with direct sunlight from your windowsill or a UV lamp that you're going to see me use later on in the video. 2-part epoxy takes about 8 hours. As you can see right here, there are little bubbles. Resin hates the cold. My room was actually pretty cold, and that's why the bubbles didn't properly pop. So make sure that your area that you're letting it cure is warm. At any point when I'm putting these together, feel free to use a clear glue. I'm using UV resin. Now to decorate it, I will be using things that most of us crafters have: moss, glitter, and a sticker of a fish. And here we have it, one project from the Sophie and Toffee Elves Box subscription box. This was so cute. I was torn between doing the snow globe, which is also an aquarium, or the Gumball machine, and I think combining both of them into one was not a bad idea. Okay, let's get on to the nitty-gritty of craft subscription boxes. Now, I have experienced 2 other craft subscription boxes, which were about $25 each. And I have to admit that the items in there looked a little too familiar because I've seen them at the dollar store. Sometimes what worries me is the fact that they don't actually list the items or even have items on their shop. It just is a subscription box. So I would be very, very skeptical. Check their Instagram feed, check their hashtag, see if other people have bought it and if they've unboxed it. And if the items in there look familiar, like dollar store, then it's not worth it. So the difference with Sophie and Toffee is that they actually sell the items individually on their website. So if I really wanted to do a kind of breakdown of the items in the box and on their website, here's the tally. There are 20 bezel charms, which are about $1.50 each, which is so far about $30. The 2-part resin, 90 grams, is $6.67. Those cute little embellishment boxes of super magical glitter, those are about $3.79 each, and there are 2 of them, which becomes $7.58. I'm a huge fan of molds, so the fun thing about these molds is that we get a snow globe mold, which is $4.17, and the Gumball shaker mold, which is $5.89. So we don't just get one, we get 2 of them. Glow-in-the-dark charms that you can definitely use as a bracelet or anything else. These would be pretty cute also on your phone if you're doing any kind of decodem. So each set of 3 is $3.84, and they gave us 3 of those, which is about $11.52. The little fish charm is about $3. They gave us heart charms. I think there was only 1, and a set of 2 is like $3.77, so divide that in 2. Plastic globes, 2 of them for $3. I'm really excited to use those globes because they're versatile, either standing up or laying down, so it's up to you how you want to use them. And the teardrop beads were nowhere to be found on their website, so my guess is that they are maybe an exclusive item, which is pretty neat considering, I mean, you're getting a box. So if you're getting exclusives that are only on there, or maybe for a limited time, box only, and then maybe on their site, it's kind of pretty cool to have something first. So the actual value of this box, if we were shopping from the Sophie and Toffee site, is approximately $78. What they charge you for this box is $25. I am not considering the fact that if you wanted to shop from 10 different sites or 5 different sites to find all these products, that is entirely up to you, because you're pretty much, I don't know why I said because, because you're pretty much spending your time looking for products from different sites. So if you think your time is better spent searching as opposed to getting a curated box, that is a whole other matter. The next point I want to touch on is surprise factor. Now, I love surprises. When I get these boxes, immediately my thought is, what can I make? But there are crafts I know within the soul of my existence I am genuinely not interested in. I think they're cool, but will I make them? No. So you have to be very careful when you're looking for your craft subscription box, because some of them are a little too broad. So if you're looking at a craft subscription box that will send you 1 month stamps, another month they will send you yarn, another month they'll send you clay, for me, that is not worth it, because I know what I like within that little world. So a box like Sophie and Toffee is that little world that I know I personally like. If I got felt and, let's say, paper crafts, I think I would genuinely be disappointed. So do your research, because sometimes they're broad topics of crafts in a monthly box. So some boxes you'll be pretty disappointed and say, I really am not in this topic. I want to give you guys an example of that for Loot Crate. One of the months was around the theme of cars. I really don't care about cars, but that whole box really was surrounded by cars and in geekdoms. I opened that box and I was, I think, very disappointed because I don't care about boxes. So did I feel like that money was wasted? The answer is absolutely yes. So check the theme, check the hashtags of that box, see what kind of things they deliver. If it's too broad and you're not open to being flexible and trying out new things, don't do it. If you know it's within a bubble of things that you enjoy, definitely do it if the value is there. You don't want dollar store stuff. The next one is playability. There's nothing more infuriating than paying $25 for a box and then keeps you busy for an hour or two, and then you're like, well, I'm done. Now what? So this is really important. You want to make sure that the box that you're getting has a variety of items that you can use in conjunction with things that you have at home. So you don't want a box, for example, that has that one project and then you use all of the material because they give you just enough, and then you're left with no material and no other playability. So the value of that box in terms of time is pretty wasteful, because if I spend $25 to $30 on a craft project, I want to make sure that I have leftover enough to be more creative than just the stuff they gave me in that box. In the past, that was the case with Sophie and Toffee, but not anymore, thankfully. Now they give us a huge variety of products, and we get molds, and we have resin that's going to stay quite a bit of time. So we don't get those really tiny bottles that you squirt just enough, and then once you just do that main project, you're left having like force. It's almost like twisting your hand to buy more of it, which is kind of a sneaky way to get you to buy. But I like the fact that it's honest and they give you enough to do more projects with it. So you're not just feeling gypped on your time, because that would be really annoying. Unless you really don't mind. I know there are craft subscription boxes for sewing that give you only enough material to create one plushie. If you find that that is worth your money and time, then you can go for it. I personally can't stand these kinds of boxes, because if I learned a skill, I want to continue doing something a little bit more than just what they gave me. Of course, I could go out and buy more stuff, but if I actively chose to take a subscription box, I have expectations. So overall, when it comes to craft subscription boxes, be very, very wary. Check their hashtags on Instagram, check Facebook pages and posts by other people. You want to see what they're giving you. So make sure they're giving you enough than just one project. Make sure that the value of the items in there is not dollar store quality. And most importantly, whatever they're catering in that craft subscription box is something you are genuinely interested in trying or wouldn't mind dabbling in. Remember, if you have subscription boxes that you want me to try, crafty of course, let me know in the comment section below and I'll order them and tell you my own review whether they are worth the money or not. But Sophie and Toffee has always been one of those companies that evolves and listens to their subscribers, so I really appreciate that in that company. If you want more information on them, I'll leave it in the description box below. Until then, I will see you tomorrow, because this one's a bonus video and shoutouts will be in tomorrow's video.